There you may purchase a t-shirt or just make a donation to this tree, or you can hit up a GoFundMe page by searching Clinton Witness Tree straight from your phone. This is one tree our students see every day and our football team passes each time they take the field to play for Clinton. Thank you for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, a few reminders. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of the middle school interscholastic athletic program. Our athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and that they must abide by the decisions of the officials. Spectators can support their middle school program by refraining from derogatory or intemperate remarks or cheers. We hope you will enjoy the game and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Here are some new guidelines for sportsmanship for you fans this season. This is according to Article 3, Section 9 of the TSAA bylaws labeled unsportsmanlike conduct by fans. In the event any fan enters the field during an incident, the school can be charged a fine of $250. Any fan who enters the field during an incident will be responsible for paying said $250 fine and may be banned from attending any Clinton Middle School contest for 1 calendar year. For fans ejected for unsportsmanlike conduct during a contest, the school will be fined a minimum of $250. In the event any fan is ejected from the game by an official, that fan will be responsible for paying the $250 fine before being allowed to return to any future Clinton Middle School contest. Thank you for your attention.
officials standing right on top of it. I don't know.
Well, they'll come up to me, some of them will afterwards, and be like, is that a good thing? I'm like, oh, yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Thank you guys. Thank you guys again so much.
Always asking if they can move.
Man, I don't get it. I mean, I buy my blue jeans from Walmart. I don't care. They're cheap. They're going to wear out.
Yeah, buy your blue jeans. We buy our shirts from as Dad calls them, the bunnies.
Hey, you know, when Coach Keith first came here, he told me about a website, Epic Sportswear. I'm going to tell you how much stuff I order. You can get a polo for like $6. Okay, it doesn't have a Nike check mark on it.
Who cares?
I don't care.
Yeah. Hey, send me that link sometime, because I want to start looking there.
Oh, it's Epic Sportswear. You can
Oh, it's just Epic Sport? Okay.
Or Epic Sport.
I'll find it.
I stuff them around all the time.
Yeah, so when you messaged me asking for the roster next week, I thought that's what you were meaning. That's literally.
I'm not on bring it in, man.
Well, no, it's just for a long time, Max Preps and Coach Keith had that as a home game. Listed as a home game. They had Andrews King as a away game.
You know, and that's what Charlie was telling me, that Jasper had him print up a bunch of schedules and actually had signed off on that. And as I was talking to him, I'm like, no, Charlie, that's not. Didn't Scott Kelly game at 7:30?
I think so. I think that's when they practiced. Or the last time we were up there, we were there. It was like 10 seconds. Here comes racing. Here, I can pull it up right here. 3, 4, 14, 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's captains for CAK are number 3, AJ Scott, number 4, Harris.
Welcome into Clinton Dragon Vision.
Number 14, Jackson.
Presenting the Clinton Hawks versus the CAK Warriors. Getting ready to start off
For the Hawks,
the night right now with the coin toss. Clinton will be the home team, CAK will be the visiting team. Clinton coming in off a hard loss last week against the Spring City.
Weston Fulton.
CAK has won the toss, and they have elected to defer. So Clinton will receive the ball first. And here come the Hawks right now as they roll on to the field. This will be the second home game for the Hawks. At 5 home games this season. Hawks come into tonight with a record of 1-2. Clinton looks to be receiving the ball on the scoreboard end of the field.
Tonight will receive to start the game. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time.
So at this time, we're going to stand and take a moment of silence as they get ready to play. We're waiting on the official call, but they're getting ready to play the national anthem as CAK gets ready to run out onto the field. So we're waiting on the CAK Warriors now to come out onto the field as the Clinton Hawks get ready wearing their home black uniforms, blue numbers, and white trim. CAK Warriors are wearing their road white uniforms, gold pants, blue lettering, gold helmets. Your coaches for the Clinton Hawks include Eric Woodard, the head coach. Assistant coaches John Reese, Jamal Booker, Darren Glandon, Dawson Woodard, Chase Glandon, Gary Stinnett, Mike Ward, and Dustin Hollifield.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we're asking you please stand and now we will remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
And now we will get ready for the playing of our national anthem. And welcome back to Clinton Dragon Vision, presenting the Clinton Hawks versus the CAK Warriors. Getting ready for the opening kickoff. Once again, CAK won the coin toss and deferred until the second half. So your Hawks will be receiving the ball first to begin the game. They were receiving it into the south scoreboard or the locker room scoreboard side. Got a lot of fans here for both sides today. Get a little bit of a zoom so you can kind of see the Clinton sideline right here as we get ready to come out. CAK gets ready to kick off from their own 40.
Can you hear me? Clinton Middle School student section, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Let's see, we'll zoom in on the student section, see the kind of boards they have. They're trying to spell something over here. They're looking at it. They've almost got it. They've got it. There we go. They got gold blue spelled. So here's the opening kickoff. And the kick goes out of bounds, picked up by one of the coaches. So the kick ends up going 36, about 34 yards before it rolls out of bounds. See what Coach Woodard decides to do. They can either take it 5 yards from where it went out of bounds, or he can elect to re-kick. It looks like he might elect it to re-kick. Looks like he is going to elect to re-kick, so they will re-kick from the 35-yard line. To see it, where the Hawks will get. Back deep is Hagen Ferguson for the Clinton Hawks, number 19. I'll be trying to do stats tonight as we get ready for this ball game. Here comes the kickoff for the Warriors. Kicks it, squibs it down the middle. Picked up. Going up the middle. Goes to the 45. Finally tackled down around the 48-yard line. On the return was number 11 for the Hawks. That is Austin Phillips on the return. Got about 13 yards on that return. So the Hawks will take the ball 1st and 10 from about the 48-yard line. Once again, 1st and 10 for the Hawks from the 48-yard line. We got Hagen in the backfield with Austin Phillips and Cameron McCaffrey, or junior Cameron McCaffrey flanking him. Here's the handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey goes up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, hits a spin move, gets to the 30, breaks another tackle, 25, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Hawks. First play of the game, 52 yards for Camden McCaffrey. First play of the game, 52 yards for the opening score for the Clinton Hawks. So one play, 52 yards for Cam McCaffrey. Hawks now going for the two. And Hagen gets in there for the 2. So after one possession, the score is 8-0. Your Hawks lead the CAK Warriors 8-0. So once again, your score is 8-0. The Hawks lead the CAK Warriors. CAK coming out, Hawks coming out. Get ready to kick off. Kicking off for the Hawks will be number 23, Junior Ward.
Junior Ward sets the kick for the Hawks.
Here comes the opening kickoff for the Hawks. High kickoff. Going bounce. Try to go out of bounds. It does go out of bounds before it got touched by the Warriors. So that's going to be an illegal procedure on the Hawks.
Procedure, and the Hawks will kick again.
Let's see will the ref accept. Will they accept the penalty or will they make them re-kick? We're waiting to see what they have decided. It actually looks like they decided to accept the penalty, so it's going to be 5 yards from where it went out of bounds. It will be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. They accepted the penalty, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
Excuse me, the Hawks have accepted the penalty. 5 yards, 1st and 10. CAK.
So 1st and 10, CAK from the 45-yard line. To run up the middle, he breaks 1 or 2 tackles, brought down by both number 23 and number 33 for the Hawks. So Junior Ward and that was Junior Ward and David McMahon on the tackle. So you got 2nd and 7. And the snap, handoff again to number 33. Gets hit in the backfield, taken down by Junior Ward. Back-to-back tackles by Junior Ward. Loss of 2 on the play, so it's only back to being a 3rd and 10 for the CAK Warriors. Junior Ward with his 2nd tackle of the game.
You've got 3rd down for the Warriors.
So you got 3rd and 10 coming up for the Warriors right now. Shotgun formation, sends a man in motion. Screen pass over to number 2, gets red, tackled in the backfield. No, let's go. It's going to be tackled in the backfield. First hit was by number 25, McCaffrey. Then number 10 and number 11, it looks like, on the tackle for the Hawks. But there is a penalty in the backfield. That was where he was initially hit. They're going to call a face mask. They call a face mask on the Hawks. 3rd down. So it's with 5 yards added to the end of the play. Repeat the 3rd down. So you're going to have, so it's now going to be 3rd and 7 instead of what would have been a 4th and 12 for the Warriors. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Warriors getting ready to go right here. You got 6:23 left in this first quarter play. Hawks lead 8-0. They're trying to get the defense to jump off sides. He never jumped. The quarterback thinks he jumped, but the nose guard never went across the line. They call a timeout so the Warriors will call a timeout before the expiring. So with 6:06 to go, you're in the first quarter, your score 8-0. The Hawks lead the CAK Warriors. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Clinton Hawk Football on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Hawk Football here on Dragon Vision. 3rd and 7 for the CAK Warriors after an incidental face mask and a timeout called by the Warriors. It will be 3rd and 7. Got one in the backfield with the quarterback. Sends number 2 in motion. Quarterback takes the snap. Looks like some screen pass. Caught by number 1. Tackled by Ferguson and cleaned up by Junior Ward. Big tackle right there by Ferguson and Junior Ward, keeping the drive, stopping him on 3rd down. So you're going to have a 4th and 8 on the play after a -1 yard. After -1 yard, so you had Ward and Ferguson. You have a punt, lined up for a punt. So yeah. Lining up for a punt is the CAK Warriors. Ball is spotted on the 47-yard line, excuse me. Here's the punt. Good punt by the Warriors. It's caught. He's coming up. Gets tugged out. Lost the ball. Recovered by the Warriors at the 30-yard line. So Warriors will have 1st and 10 now at the 30-yard line with 5:13 to go in the first quarter. Austin Phillips, unfortunately, on the fumble.
Stone Stinson on the recovery.
So you have 1st and 10 for the CAK Warriors at the Hawk 30-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Warriors. Sends a man in motion. Here's the snap. It's going to be a pass over the outside. Ferguson almost on the interception. CAK calling for a penalty, but no penalty marker on the play. So now you got 5:06 to go with a 2nd down coming right here. First,
up by
Hagen
Hoskins.
That was Ferguson. Ferguson on the break up for that one. So you got 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. 1 in the backfield. 4 wide receivers. Here's the snap. Handoff to number 33 up the middle. He gets hit first by number 60 and cleaned up by number 24. Number 6.
stopped by number 60, Weston Fulford. He's got third down.
And also Charlie Tarbyville. Number 60 and number 24 combined on that tackle. So you got third down and about 11 on that tackle for loss. So that's third and 11 on the loss. A little over 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter of play. The snap to the quarterback, drops back, throws it, had a guy wide open, intercepted by Hagen Ferguson, breaks one, keeps spinning, still loose, finally slung down. Ferguson on the interception with a 3-yard return. So Ferguson gets his first interception. So we have 4:10 left in the first quarter of play. 8-0 is your score. The Hawks lead the CAK Warriors. Hawks getting ready for their second possession. First possession was a one-play, 52-yard run by McCaffrey for the touchdown. We have 4:10 left to go. Hagen sends Ferguson and McCaffrey in motion. McCaffrey gets the catch. 35, out of bounds about the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup. They're going to spot him actually at the 35. It's a pickup of 11, so it's a first down.
First down, Hawks.
So McCaffrey with an 11-yard reception gives the Hawks another first down with 4:02 left in the first quarter of play. Hawks have a 1st and 10 at the 35. Taking a little bit of time to get this play call out. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Ball spot at the 35-yard line. There's the snap. It's a keeper. Hagen's going up the middle to the 40. Finally going to be tackled about the 42-yard line. They are going to spot it at the 42-yard line. It's going to be a 7-yard pickup by Hagen. So it's going to be a 2nd and 3. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Hagen getting the call from Coach Woodard. Break the huddle, get ready to go up. He's going to have 2 in the backfield with him, 3 wide receivers. Snap to Hagen. Rolls back. Throws across the middle. Complete. Breaks one tackle. Breaks another. Still running down the sidelines, finally forced out of bounds for number 25 for the Hawks.
Pass completes
to Cam McCaffrey. McCaffrey's second catch of the game, second pass attempt by Hagen. Went from the 35 or 42-yard line down to the 42-yard line, so gain of 16 on the play. So gain of 16 on the play. So yeah, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. 2:55 and counting left in the first quarter. 8-0 is your score. Hagen waiting on to make sure his receivers are ready. Takes the snap, drops back, looks for an opening. Launches one down the sideline. Guy got wide open. Just overthrows his intended receiver on the play. First incompletion of the game.
Incomplete. Second down.
So you got 2:48 to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Hagen so far is 2 for 3 for 27 yards. McCaffrey also has 27 yards receiving out both passes. McCaffrey also has 52 yards on the ground on one rush. You got Junior in the backfield this time with Hagen. Hagen takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Junior. Got a guy on his blind side. It's going to be sacked back for a loss. Number 14 for the Warriors came unblocked off the edge for that one. It's going to end up being a loss of 9 on the play.
Hagen sacked by Jackson Harden. 3rd down.
So now you got a 3rd down and 19 for the Hawks. I'll start my clock up as soon as it hits the 2:12 mark. McCaffrey going back in, Hagen with the call. 2:12 to 2:10 and counting. 8-0 is your score in the first quarter of play. Hawks with a 3rd and 19. Defense changing it up off the offensive formation. Could have been a false start. They will call the false start on that one. Looked like both of them moved in the backfield at the same time. Got about 1:46 to go. It's going to be another 5-yard penalty. Illegal shift called on the Hawks. So you're going to have a 3rd and 24 now. Ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line.
That was a legal shift against the Hawks. 5-yard penalty.
Waiting on the official to start to wind the clock again. Hagen coming back looking for the play call. Number 80 for the Hawks.
False start. It's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Bradley Slavin running on for the Hawks. Clock rolling again. Less than 1:45 to go. 3rd and 24 now for the Hawks. Hagen and McCaffrey in the backfield. 4 wide receivers. Two split on each side. Hagen, there's going to be a false start again on the Hawks by the end. So with 1:17 to go, it's now going to be a 3rd and 29. Ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line now for the Hawks. So clock starts rolling again. 1:15 and counting here in the first quarter. Hawks now with a 3rd and 29. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. Hagen with the call, giving it to his offense right now. So you got 3rd and 29. Hagen checking, making sure everybody's set. Takes the snap, drops back, looks deep across the middle, broken up by number 1, intended for Austin Phillips. So it's going to make it a 4th and 29 for the Hawks with about 43 seconds left. Looks like they are sending in the punting unit. The punting unit will be Junior punting the ball. So Junior back, punt. Junior standing at his 30, waiting on the snap to punt the ball. Bad snap, picked up by Junior. Does a good punt going across the middle. It's going to bounce about the 30. Not going to get picked up. It's going to roll out of bounds about the 30-yard line. So bounce at the 40, rolled out of bounds, spotted at the 31-yard line. So that will be a 30-yard punt. 30-yard punt for Junior Ward.
At the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 CAK.
So you have 1st and 10 with about 36 seconds left. First and 10 with 36 seconds left to go in this first quarter of play. Two set in motion. Snap to the quarterback. Drops back. Looks for a guy wide open down the sideline. He's got two of them. Goes up. Ferguson gets his second interception of the game for the Hawks. Ferguson might have already solidified our player of the game for the Hawks today. Second interception and back-to-back passes by the CAK quarterback. So now you got 28 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Once again, Ferguson may have already solidified our player of the game, but we will announce that at the very end. 8-0 your score, 28 seconds left in this first quarter of play. Lots of fans here, lots of students here for the Clinton Hawks. Lots of crowd came in for CAK as well. Tomorrow night, the Clinton Dragons will be home against the West Rebels, the defending 5A state champions, in their second home game of the season. West coming in after a win on Saturday against Bearden. The Dragons fell, unfortunately, to Cleveland last Friday. Hagen looking for the snap. Takes the snap, drops back, looks wide open, gets a screen pass. Looks going right up the middle to the 45, takes on a tackle to the 40, breaks three tackles before finally getting knocked down. Not sure which wide receiver that was. That was to
Tackled by John Marlowe.
That was to Junior Ward. Ball now spotted at the 38-yard line. They throw a flag as the clock expires, calling a false start on the Hawks. So when we come back in the second quarter, it should be a 1st and 15.
At the beginning of the second quarter, that's the end of the first quarter.
Ball was spotted at the 37. It went from the 30 to the 37, which was 33 yards on that run by Junior Ward.
I would like to thank the following sponsors for their support this season. Robert Giles Construction.
So we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Clinton Hawk Football on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Hawk Football here on Dragon Vision. Hawks have the ball 1st and 10 at the Warrior 42-yard line. Hawks are moving from the scoreboard side to the locker room side of the field, or left to right. Once again, if you want to listen to more Clinton Hawk or Clinton Dragon Football, tune in to youtube.com/@DragonVision, and we will be Dragon Vision CHS. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, Hagen drop back, pass complete to Junior Ward to the 40, 35, breaks the tackle around 30, finally got out of bounds, still going, knocks someone out, gets in the end zone for a touchdown, but it looks like they are going to say he did run out of bounds about the 22-yard line. So pass complete to Junior Ward, marked down at the 22-yard line. That'll be a 20-yard completion by Hagen. So you got 1st and 10 now with 7:49 to play in this first half. 8-0 your score. Ball spotted, looks like at the 23-yard line. 22-yard line. The snap, handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey breaks one, goes around the outside, finally gets taken down about the 20-yard line. Should be a gain of 2 on the play.
Second down.
McCaffrey already with 54 yards rushing today on 2 carries and 1 touchdown. Wait until my clock catches up with the official game clock right now. So we have 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go in this first half of play. 8-0 your score. Ball spotted at the 20 on a second down. The snap. Hagen drops back, looks across the middle. Got a guy open. Touchdown Hawks. Austin Phillips on the touchdown pass. 14-0 your score with 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in this first half of play. So going for 2 now, 6:47 to play. Hawks trying to go up 16-0. Hagen drops back, throws it, dropped in the end zone. So with that touchdown, 6:47 to go, it's 14-0. The Hawks lead the CAK Warriors. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Clinton Hawk football on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Hawk football here on Dragon Vision. Getting ready to do the kickoff following a 20-yard touchdown run by Junior Wolf. They got a kickoff, tackle at the 40. That is number 19 on the tackle. Hayden Ferguson. Ferguson also already has 2 interceptions on the night.
Wow.
For the Clinton Dragons. Back-to-back passing attempts, or Clinton Hawks. And there is a penalty, a illegal block in the back. So Ryan Ford has now joined me after watching his daughter and the Clinton Dragons on volleyball. How did that game go, Brian?
3-0 sweep over Powell. It's a big district win.
I was going to say, does that make them 5-0 now?
5-0.
15-0 in sets?
Yes, that is in district play. Yes. Had a little rough weekend the other day, last weekend, but as far as regular season, we're still undefeated in regular season play.
Here's a big-time tackle in the backfield. That is
number 32.
Number 33. So we have a roster right here. If we can find number 33, he will be on the back of this one. Cody McMahon, that's his second big tackle of the game.
Second down, Warriors.
Trying to keep up with stats as we go right now. So you got 2nd and 14. Ball spot at the 26-yard line. Shotgun backside. Might get sacked. No, nice pressure right there by, looks like number 11, Austin Phillips. Austin Phillips already has a touchdown. He also has a touchdown reception on the game. That was the most recent touchdown, was an Austin Phillips catch.
Gotcha.
I will give up the stats right after this so we can have an update for you. But right now you got 3rd and 14.
I mean, he read that all the way. He was in the backfield in a matter of seconds.
He did. He ran that one. Right now, since you have me here right now, I've said, barring any miraculous, I'm giving Ferguson right now our defensive player of the game with 2 interceptions on back-to-back plays and 3 tackles.
Hard to beat that.
Here's the snap. Shotgun, he lifts, he's going deep. Right to Ferguson. Ferguson up. And that's the ball. But they're going to call pass interference on that one. And McCaffrey helping him up. Ferguson not making the argument, though, so I will give him that.
He might have been on his back a little bit.
Might have been just a little bit.
Hey, good attempt.
Was a very good attempt. That might give them a first down, depending on where the ball was spotted, because it'll be a 15 yards from the original line of scrimmage, if it is what we believe it is. Let's see. We're going to zoom in here on the ref and see what he's going to call. If they're going to spot the ball at the 26, the ball will go to a 41, and it will be a first down if this is a pass interference. And they did signal pass interference, so it will be a first down for the Warriors. Ferguson went up, almost got his 3rd pick in 3 consecutive pass attempts.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 41. Hope they can keep that defensive pressure up, though.
That's a very good defensive pressure. Not sure what's going on. Oh, they call a timeout. CAK has called their 2nd timeout of the first half. We have 5:55 to go. I'm just going to leave my clock the way it is. Tomorrow night, the Clinton Dragons are here against the West Rebels. Kickoff has been changed to 7:45.
7:45.
Not 7 o'clock, and it's due to the heat index potential. They want to try to get
it's going to be around 100 degrees, feels like, tomorrow at kickoff time.
Yeah, at 100 degrees. What that would mean is that they would have to have a water break at the halfway point, or at the first dead ball around the halfway point in each quarter, barring the teams being inside the 20. If they're inside the opponent's 20, they'll wait at the discretion of the official. But if they're in the middle of the field, they will allow it for a 5-minute water break.
Wow.
And that's smart to keep the health and safety of all these players.
No doubt.
Getting ready to go. 1st and 10 from the 41. Hawks looking good so far in this game after having a little bit of a rough outing last week against Spring City. Here's the snap to the quarterback. Takes the handoff. There's a screen over the head.
Right to the hands of number 2.
Don't have a roster for. They've got a roster that they've got that. We don't have ours, but that's fine with me. It was a good read. Also breaking on the play was number 25, Cameron McCaffrey. Cameron McCaffrey so far today has 2 rushes for 54 yards and a touchdown. He also has 2 receptions for 27 yards.
Got a little more room to play this week.
They do. And then Braden Hagen is 4 of 6 for 67 yards and a touchdown through the air in the first quarter. So you got 14-0, 5:50 to go in this first half of play. 2nd and 10 from the 41. One in the backfield, takes the snap, pitch over to the running back. Breaks one, goes across, gets finally dragged down about the 49-yard line.
On the tackle there.
It was McCaffrey on the tackle. Not sure if there was anybody else, but that was an 8-yard run. Nice tackle, though, by McCaffrey.
So it'll be 3rd and
2, roughly.
From the 49-yard line.
Yeah, 5. We'll let my clock go until we catch up with them. We're about 20 seconds off, so it's about 5:20 to go in this first half. So you were saying now the Dragon volleyball team 5-0. We're hoping to get one of the upcoming games put on Dragon Vision. That way everybody out there can watch our undefeated Lady Dragons. And I know you had a fun little call out on Facebook the other day. We want 5-star preps to show up.
We're still waiting on our 5-star preps. They showed up to these last place teams in our district and hadn't made face at the Donnie Dome yet. Kind of upset with that.
We need to get them out here, so we're going to tag them in this and make sure they watch. There's the whistle. They're going to call it delay a game on the offense, so it's going to make it a 3rd and 7. 4:47 to go. This might give me enough time for our clock to actually catch up with the game clock now.
Be close.
It's going to be real close. Let's see. When they decide to start the whistle, it's actually right. It's actually about 4 seconds off now, so we'll give that one. That one's okay. No, I do want to give a shout out. I saw it earlier today. I'm going to pull up my Facebook. There was one of the Lady Dragon softball players was actually named on Prep Extra as one of the players of the week this week from, I think, her performance on Tuesday night.
Okay.
I'll find that out in just a minute. It was posted, I think, yesterday. Here's the snap. Going deep, being read by number 80. Goes up, breaks the pass number 80. No flag on
Bradley Slavin here breaking the play up.
Nice job, Bradley Slavin. You got about 4:11 on the clock. So now that I've done that, I'll go into the message that I sent to one of our parents earlier this morning when I saw that post. And it is Mackenzie Crisp. Over Central, she had 17 digs in the 3-0 win.
That girl's all over the place.
So she got named as one of the Prep Extra top female performers this week.
That's awesome.
You got a 4th and 7 now. They're trying to get us to jump off sides. They haven't done that yet. They're looking to see if they want to call a timeout, and they will call the 3rd timeout of the half for the CAK Warriors. We're going to take just a quick break. You are listening to Clinton Hawk Football on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Hawk Football here on Dragon Vision. Back-to-back home games for the Hawks. A hard-fought loss last week to Spring City, a very big Spring City team.
Very physical Spring City team.
And they're doing a really good job right here. They are going to punt it, actually, on this one. They've changed their mind, so here's a punt. Good punt.
That's a good middle school kick right there.
McCaffrey needs to get away from it, but he's going to pick it up and run with it. I'm not so sure what the coaches will think about that one, but a good little punt return right there.
Little gain of 10 after the pickups.
Not so sure what the coaches down the press box from us think right now, but good little pickup right there by McCaffrey. A little bit of trickery on that play. 3:57 to go here in the first half of play. 14-0 your score. Once again, we do want to remind you that 30-point lead in the second half will result in a running clock. I'm looking on our sidelines right now. I see several of our high school coaches on the sidelines right now. See Coach Harrell, Coach Inman. I've seen a couple others walking around. Wanting to see what the team is that we're going to get some of next year. Also see the dance team practicing out behind the behind the concession stands.
Got a good crowd tonight.
Really good crowd. The snap, high snap, screen pass over to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to get blown up by 2, but he does break a couple tackles.
And goes straight at big number 74.
He does. He finally gets stood up.
Still not going down, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a gain of 2 on the play. So it's 4 of 7 now for 69 yards for Hagen. McCaffrey's now got 3 catches for 29 yards. We got a 2nd down and 8 on the play with about 3.5 minutes left in this first half. Hawks will kick off to begin the second half. CAK won the toss and deferred until the second half.
Gotcha.
So the Hawks need something right here just to give them a little bit more momentum.
An extra touchdown here would be nice.
It would be very nice for them. So we got 2nd down and 8. Got McCaffrey in the backfield with Hagen. 3 wide receivers. Here's the snap. A little bit of confusion. Hagen will run around outside to the 30.
That's going to be a hold on the line.
It's going to be a hold in the backfield. And so they're going to do a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Weston Fulford on the hold.
Oh. It's from the it's going to be so it'll be a 2nd and 18 once they marked it off. with 2:54 to go, we're letting the clock go back on our end to make sure it gets caught back up. That's what happens when we get like a one-person crew working this. We can't, but we all have fun with it.
Yep.
We are going to have Dragon Vision up live tomorrow on this same channel. We're going to make the link and pre-post it tonight so everybody can go in and just get ready to watch it. Hopefully tomorrow, the goal is to go live between 15 and 30 minutes before, but if we can go earlier, we will go earlier. We just want to make sure we get everything going. We
Definitely want to get some of the pregame activities in there and talk a little bit about the matchup tomorrow night.
We do, and we do have packets ready for you all that will be printed off tomorrow morning out here previewing the game.
Makes our job a lot easier.
With some good notes on Coach Lamar Brown, a really good coach for West. Here's the backs. Go deep. He's got a guy open. Caught! 24, big time catch. Great throw also. But there is a
Charlie
fine.
Turbeville with the catch in traffic.
And there is a penalty marker on the play. We will see
It's going to
what
be
they're gonna
offensive
call.
pass interference.
So it will go back. Great throw, great pass, but unfortunately it does not count for the Hawks. They said he went through the defender. He didn't turn around before the ball got there. He didn't turn his head around, jumped up. So it's going to be that might be, depends on where they spot it. It could be a half the distance. Since it's 15 yards and they're inside the 30, that could be considered a half a distance penalty, but we will see. 2:45 to go. They're still marking the ball off. Down to the 10-yard line.
It'll be second foul here.
Exactly. So you got second and a mile. Ball spotted at the 10. 2:36 and counting. Got my clock started now. The snap, handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey hit in the backfield. They do blow it dead, though. They blew it dead.
He was never on the ground.
I don't think his knee ever touched either. So it's going to be a third and extra long because that was a 3-yard loss by McCaffrey on that run.
Yep. It's going to be on the 7-yard line here.
Sorry about the camera shake right there.
Again, third and Powell. Third and 29 is what they're calling it.
Third Powell, third in Oak Ridge, third in the high school, whatever we want to call it at this point.
Exactly.
It's the second time they've had a third and extra long today. The first one was about a third and 30 on the locker room side of the field after, again, a few penalties. And we have decided we will broadcast the game from in the press box tomorrow just due to the heat index. So here's the pass. Hayden looking deep. Got a guy open.
Good
catch. He's still going. To the 43.
That's Hagen. Number 10. That is Landon Hamby.
Landon Hamby
With the
on a 35-yard catch.
Wow.
No penalty on the play. No penalty on the play.
Needed that in a bad way, didn't we?
Definitely needed that one. And that puts... that actually puts Hagen at 100 yards passing in the first half of play. 102 to be exact.
What a difference it makes to stand him up at the line, right? Give him all the time in the world. That's what he struggled with the first two games, just getting time.
Keep going around the outside of the 45.
Big fella stepping on the ground.
To the 50. 50 seconds to go, and a timeout will be called.
That was an 8-yard run there for Hagen.
8-yard run for Hagen. Gives him 6 yards on 3 carries right now, if you include the sack. So here's the new, here are some stats for you since we are on a break right now. Hagen is 5 of 8 for 102 yards and 1 touchdown. McCaffrey's got 3 catches for 29 yards. Ward has a catch for 22 yards. Phillips has a catch for 20 yards. And who was the number 10, who I haven't put down his name? Hamby had the last catch for 35 yards. So let me make sure I've got this right. 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually, Braylon is 6 of 8. 6 of 8 for 102.
Wow.
Now on the ground, you have McCaffrey, 3 catches, 51 yards. 3 rushes, 51. Hayden has 3 rushes for 6 yards, and Ward has 1 catch for 33 yards. Those are your offensive stats as of right now for this game.
That's moving the ball.
Right. Offensively, I do not know yet who we would give the player of the game to, but defensively, I'm still leaning on Ferguson until somebody else can show up.
I mean, 102 yards passing is hard to turn the man down for
It
this.
is. Here's a, he
All
pulled
the
back
time
all
in
the
the
time.
world.
Got wide open.
McCaffrey.
It's McCaffrey. It's up 35-30, 25-20. Stiff arms, fumbles the ball out of bounds. The ball does go out of bounds on the fumble at around the 14-yard line.
Wow.
So that is from the 48 to the 14, that is a 34-yard completion. Gives him 136 yards now on 7 of 9. McCaffrey now with 4 catches and 63 yards. Got 37 seconds left and counting here in this first half. Hawks looking to go up by 3 scores. Here's the hand. It's a keeper by Hagen. Up the middle. Breaking tackles down about the 4-yard line. It's going to be another
First down.
first down. It should be a first down.
Should be first and goal.
Let's see. What are they going to call? They call a timeout regardless, just in case it wasn't. The Hawks do call a timeout, which I think is a very smart call on there.
Looks like it might be it's going to be close.
It's going to be close, but regardless, that is a good call right there by head coach Eric Woodard on that 10-yard run by Hagen. So 27 seconds to go, 14-0 your score. Ball will be spotted around the 4-yard line. They are going to give him the first down.
First down.
But that's
first
still
and goal with 27 seconds.
But that was smart. We still had two timeouts left to burn. That was a smart timeout. Give them more chances to score. The dance team's ready to perform at halftime. The cheerleaders are ready to perform at halftime. What we will do is we'll take our break usually at half, but we'll leave the sound on so you guys can hear what happens at halftime while Brian and I take a break. We might be able to find some high school players to come up here and talk about the West game. Last week, we had Jackson Harrell, who did a really good job for his first time on camera after being as nervous as he was.
For him to say he didn't want to talk. I don't know. Just give me questions.
Hey, he did a fantastic job, and then he showed out also Friday night and Monday night. Monday night, the team played Concord Christian in the first JV game of the season, beat them 33-6.
I heard it was a great game.
It was a great game. Cam Nelson passed for 246 yards, if I'm not mistaken, and 4 touchdowns.
Wow. He's in the building today.
He is. We might get him up to talk about this. We did have him on at the Robertsville game. Let's see. Here we go. 27 seconds left.
And Hagen's going to keep the ball.
He's
got a touchdown.
Touchdown, Hawks. 20 seconds to go.
I see you, big fella.
Oh, we got a big fella calling. It's not from Cassie this time. We'll have to tell Cassie we got a new big fella call. We did talk to her about putting a camera on her. We might be able to do it next week just to mess with her. Have a camera just mounted right here.
You just tip it down right now.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see if we can get her on camera real quick. After this one, we will do that. Let's just see how this 2-point conversion goes with 20 seconds to go. 20-0 is the score on that 4-yard touchdown run by Braylon Hayden. There's going to be a penalty. Braylon Hayden, that's his older brother. There is going to be a penalty, though, on this play.
That was a quarterback keeper all the way there.
That was, what did they call? They did call false start on the Hawks. So Brendan Hayden, I keep trying to call him by the wrong name.
They're too close.
They are too close.
How do we name your kids, Cassie? Jeez.
Come on, Cassie, you can do better than this. But we guys still going for the 2-point conversion. 20-0 is your score. There will not be a running clock to start the second half, but the Hawks will be 1 score away if they can make this 2-point conversion. To pass, wide open. Oh, it should be a flag on the play, but there's not going to be.
Overshot to Charlie Turbeville.
But that is fine. 20-0 is your score with a little over 20 seconds left in this first half. So going down through the stats one more time. Brendan Hayden, 7 of 9, 136, and a touchdown passing. Receiving McCaffrey, 4 catches, 63 yards. Ward, 1 for 22. Phillips, 1 for 20 and a touchdown. Hamby, 1 for 35. Rushing, you got McCaffrey with 3 rushes for 51 yards and a touchdown. Hagen's got 5 rushes for 26 yards and a touchdown. Ward has 1 rush for 33 yards. And Ferguson on defense with 2 tackles and 2 interceptions and a pass deflection. Junior getting ready for his 4th kickoff of the night, excuse me. Both teams have had an illegal procedure where the ball went out of bounds. Clinton elected to re-kick the opening kickoff, and CAK elected to take the ball 5 yards from where it went out of bounds. So let's see how Junior's going to do on this kickoff. There's the kick. A zoomer towards the sideline. Picked up. Tackled around the 42. That's going to be 24 and 10.
Tuberville finally standing him up and bringing him down.
Also on the tackle was number 10 for the Hawks. That's Hamby.
Hamby, yep.
So we got 13 seconds left. Ball will be spotted 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. This might be a kneel-down play to go into half. So this could very well be a kneel down to go to halftime, but we will see. CAK looking to see what they want to run right here. 13 seconds left, 20-0 your score. CAK has no timeouts left. The Hawks have 1 timeout left. Coach Warrior looks like he's assuming the same thing we might be. He's walking down to that sideline, talking to some of the high school coaches. Shotgun formation. 4 wide receiver, 5 wide. Snap to the quarterback. He drops back, looking deep, going up, makes the drops the ball, and then falls down about the 27.
6 seconds to go on the clock.
6.5 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 41-yard line. Yeah, I see at least 2 high school coaches down there. Might also see the one of the former Clinton Hawk coaches down there, Miller, who was the WYSH Pass for Cash contestant last week. Ball was just a little bit short off the throw, but he was on the right. He was on the right trajectory for it. You got 2nd and 10, 6.5 seconds left, 5 wide, no timeouts.
I'd say he's just going to air it out again.
There he goes with the snap, low snap. Got a guy wide open, throws it over the head, and there's going to be 1 second left. No, they let the clock run out. So that's the end of the first half with your score 20-0. The Hawks lead the CAK Warriors. I think the ref is trying, or the head coach is trying to say there should be time left on the clock. He's trying to talk to the official to tell them there should be time left, but they're all going to call it halftime. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Clinton Hawk football on Dragon Vision.
Integration of a public high school in the South. Plenty has changed in our town since the integration of Clinton High School, but one thing remains, and that is one tall tree standing in silent testimony of the events from those uncertain days and weeks when 12 courageous black students walked down the hill to register for classes. Imagine what this tree has witnessed. It has heard the sounds of laughter as children of all colors play together, and the sounds of hatred from unfamiliar voices. It has seen a community blown apart by fear and reunited by kindness and compassion. Clinton Middle School and its students are working to protect this witness tree. Trees need sunlight, water, trimming, and love. They are also susceptible to diseases and natural disasters. All of these efforts take money. As a school, we are trying to raise the funds it will take to protect our tree and keep it healthy for many more years to witness many more moments in our city's history. You can support our efforts by finding the witness tree tent set up near the concession area. There you may purchase a t-shirt or just make a donation to this tree. You can also hit up our GoFundMe page by searching Clinton Witness Tree straight from your phone. This is a tree that our students see every day, and our football team passes each time they take the field to play for Clinton. Thank you for your support.
That's all right. Scoreboard. Love it. Love it. And then when I was down there also, I told first, I go get a third one. I'm like, look. Holly's like, what's that you always say about somebody on defense when they drop it? I'm like, yeah, but the difference is he used to play receiver. I'm like, and also, he's played that corner position for about 6 years.
He knows catch and run back there. He's out of here. He knows how to do it.
Yeah. That's what I told him when I was down there. Go get another one. They'll keep throwing at him. I'm like, how dumb are you going to like? I'm like, you're not throwing.
Move your body, baby, bam, bam, bam. When I see you and feel like the show. Come on, baby, run, run, run. Get lost, say, run, baby, run, run, run. Take this out, do it one more time. Fill it up, cause like woman like Villa. Fill it up like tomorrow. Feel you looking, the look of the day. Move your body.
Thank the following sponsors for their support this year: Joey Smith of Sailors Realty, Curtis Isabel, Wolf Firestock, and Hammer Tech. This time we'd like to welcome the Clinton Middle School cheerleading team. Let's hear it one more time for our cheerleaders and dance team members. Also want to give a big shout out to our Clinton Middle School Hawk Squad over there in the end zone. Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Thanks, Clark. Thanks, France. Thanks, Disney. Clinton Middle School football, would like to thank the following sponsors for their support this season: Coker Reynolds, Patriot Hills Assisted Living, Jay's Place Barbershop, Powell Brothers, Curtis Isbell, attorney at law, Rusty Wallace Chevrolet, and North Creek Renovation and Construction.
What's up, big fella? I thought about screaming it when you scored the other earlier. I was thinking about it. Oh no, we got to get that.
I'll watch it when I get home.
I already shared it.
Well, ain't nobody said that, so they're content and happy. No, ain't nobody takes. That's not good enough. It ain't good enough. Ain't nobody takes it. What they doing?
They need 10 more points.
Let's go. Welcome back to Dragon Vision here with the Clinton Hawks, leading 20-0 at halftime. We got about a minute 20 to go here at halftime. We are special guest Rhett Seavers in the building. Rhett, what's up with you, man? I'm good. How are you doing? Doing great. So, had a pretty good game last week. It was kind of not the ending we wanted here, but how do you feel last week went for you guys?
You know, obviously we ain't into, moral victories. You know, obviously we wanted to come out with a win, but, I don't think it was anything to, drought over, be disappointed about. We know we did wrong. We have been back in the lab recently, and we're, I think considering some hits that we took, I think we played a very good game, both sides, and, I think we played fine, but not from a penalty standpoint. I think we had about 150 yards lost with penalties last week, and I think if you cut that down, I think that game looks differently.
Yeah, it hurts not having Eric beside you, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it hurts, but, I still love him to death, But,
hey, in the heat of the battle, I understand.
Yeah, it happens.
You're good. Oh, man. So what are you looking forward to tomorrow night? You have anything?
Man, just looking forward to, typically when you come off of a loss, you love to, you're ready to get back on the field and, just do your thing, another shot to hit somebody in the opposite color jersey.
So what's it like? I didn't never play football. I played baseball and basketball. What's it like running through that tunnel? I mean, for you as a senior, you poured your heart out. I know you didn't even start football till your 8th grade year? Or?
Yeah, that's right.
And so, what's it like running through that tunnel?
Man, it's really just a blessing, to be honest, because, you have the whole city of Clinton on your back, these very loyal fans throughout the past 4 years come in every Friday night. And, it's a great feeling, but it's just, it's almost hard to explain. You just have to be in the moment.
Man, that was a nice tackle.
It was.
It was more of a suplex, if you will, but we like that. That was, one of those things that I wish I would have experienced sometime in my life, is just coming through the cheerleaders, busting through the paper, and just having fun. I grew up watching, all the greats here from Clinton as a kid on the sidelines, and, it's that culture that you love. Like you said, the fans, packed house, the orange and black, and it's amazing to see how much this community supports. You look over at the old home side and the concrete bleachers, and you see their fans and just not as much passion. So I love a good Clinton home game.
I think my dad, Alan Seavers. He literally, I will talk to him about this. Obviously he loved baseball, and he was a great baseball player from what I hear from other people. Obviously I didn't get a chance to watch him.
Right.
But, literally I will ask him, what's your biggest regret back in those days? And he says, not playing football.
Mine as well. He's a legend. I still tell him that to the day. Played softball with him many years, and he actually played with my dad when I was a little kid. He was the young kid on the team. So I've been around your family pretty much my whole life. When you speak of Seavers, you know who you're talking about. Yes, sir. And you're that legacy guy. You're sticking with it, man. I love to see you out here on the field. I love to see you in the community. Your personality, your composure. You're just an all-around good kid, man. I don't want to make your head swell so you can't fit it in the helmet tomorrow night. But you're just a good kid, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
So on the first two plays, you had a tackle for loss by McCaffrey, and you also had a...
Matt Hagen's trying to talk to us, but we can't hear him. So if you hear a lot of silence here, he's trying to talk to you. Yeah.
McCaffrey had a tackle for loss and a pass breakup on the last one.
He's trying to give us play-by-play. We missed out on that one. Oh, man. So what do you see in these kids, coming out here for this game today? What do you see in these kids that you kind of miss or see bright futures for some of these kids?
Yeah, man. I'll be honest, it's my first middle school game I've came to, so far this year. And honestly, I was really impressed by, I think it was that McCaffrey kid at running back. You love watching, literally the first play, broke a few tackles and dropped maybe about 30-yard run, and it was impressive to watch. You know, you love to watch a player that just enjoys contact. You know, he definitely a hard-nosed player, and that's one of the first things I noticed. But, you know, it makes me reflect back on my middle school days, back when, you know, Coach Hammock, 8th grade year, he, you know, asked me to come play, and I quite literally never thought I would have been a football player at all. You know, I was playing basketball at the time, and, you know, I was bad at, you know, dribbling, rebounding, defense, probably every aspect of the game except shooting in the corner. So, spot up. You know, I took pride in it, so.
You know, I think I can remember another receiver, Michael, just shooting from the corner, too, back in the day.
Yeah, Uncle Mike.
Old man sitting in the corner. We played pickup at Community Center. Just giving it heck. You might have a problem here, Rhett. Yeah. Looks like the old legend himself, Darrell Keith, might be coming to the air condition here. I know you love that guy. I've seen you cut up with him.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing coming in here.
Rhett said he knows he's in the presence now. Oh, man. Yeah, there's a lot of speed on this middle school team. We've talked about that kind of all season through some of the scrimmages and stuff. Like you said, McCaffrey busting through, and you got Austin Phillips, got good hands and speed. Bradley Slave, an athlete all the way around, no matter what he's playing. A lot of big boys.
Yeah, line. So far, I think number 5, Brendan Hagen, I think's his name. I've been very impressed by him so far.
He's had a lot more time this week. It's helped a lot. He's ran the ball a few times, so it kind of kept him honest.
Looks very agile. You know, you love to have a quarterback that can sit back in the pocket and throw the ball. But, you know, if the pocket collapses and be able to make a play on his feet.
Yeah, and if, you know, he's the athlete that if you had another quarterback, he'd be your best wide receiver, too.
Yeah.
He's just an all-around athlete, no matter what you're doing with that kid.
Yeah, he reminds me of, that player for the Saints. I don't know if he still plays, Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
He played running back, receiver, quarterback.
Just a little bit of everything.
Probably one of the most impressive things I've ever seen, so.
Look at you throwing out some football knowledge here, Mr. I didn't play football until 4 years ago. I like this. You know, I'm not sure if you're great at this broadcasting stuff since you just do basketball, but I love watching you guys, listen to you guys, the basketball games throughout the season as well. I make sure I sit in the back row. I love to hear you guys.
I love watching college football, but man, once basketball season starts, it's no joke either. I got asked to do the play-by-play, and I had watched basketball so much in my life, so I just kind of, just it runs with it, right? Yeah, and I love it to death.
McCaffrey there on the little sweep here, and took a bit of hit on the sidelines, but
that's what he does. He just jumps right back out there.
Yeah. He doesn't even care. He's just ready to go for the next play. Yeah. Got Charlie Turbeville here on the near side. Handy on the far side. And looks like Austin Phillips lined up here in the slot. I would venture to say he is going to drop back and pass this ball. On the deck. Oh, it's still loose somehow.
It was like the ball poked out and it was recovered by Brendan Hagen.
A lot of lackluster effort there. But he got back on it somehow. You like to see a little more aggression there, but, Coach Keith beside us said, yep. Man of many words.
He knows it when he sees it.
Yep. What are you thinking, boy? How many times he ever yelled at you on the field?
The times I remember his freshman year, man, that was tough. It was a very rough year for me, but it taught me a lot, and that's why I'm still playing the sport today.
That's the thing I never could handle probably if I would have played football. Yeah, I wouldn't like somebody chewing me up. I knew if I was doing something wrong, I wasn't good enough for that.
But he, once it's football time, it's football time. But he's a great cut up off the field. I mean, he's a great guy.
Your rap from last year.
Oh yeah, Matt talking about that rap on WBR.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Man,
old man over there just wearing it out. Your dad didn't have anything on that. I don't know. I talked trash on Facebook about that one. Austin was ahead a little bit there. Charlie Tuberville and Hamby here on the tackle.
That's probably number 2, forced out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
You gotta love the extra helmet there.
Yeah.
You see that in preseason and some 7-on-7 stuff when you wear the helmets, but I don't know that I've ever seen it in an action game. I don't know if he's had a head injury or what.
I've only worn those like once, and it was, freshman year, we started summer practice.
I think coach was just trying to make you sweat more.
That sounds about right.
Boy, you need to put some more work in. So let's talk a little bit about some of your teammates. Who do you love to be on the field with, just personality-wise, get you hyped up?
I mean, obviously I love long run.
That is a heck of a run. Might have been a little block in the back there. No flag down here.
That'll be the first score for the CAK Warriors.
There's an injury on the play here, CAK injury, and he is hurting. He flopped around for a minute, and he's trying to move, and he needs to just sit there.
But, back to what you were saying, man, I love all my guys. I get to step foot on the field with every Friday night and sometimes Thursday night. But, someone that I think, you need to keep an eye out for, which most of y'all should know, Josh Keith, the quarterback. I think, man, he's just a great dude, man. He loves, he's big in his faith just as much as he is, on the football field. But he's just a great vocal leader, and he's what symbolizes a football player, his work ethic, everything, what he does on the field, how smart he is, just definitely somebody to look out for and look up to.
Oh, he's a great kid. I've driven by the field here or the complex after practice, and he's still putting in time.
Yeah.
Or off, nobody's else to the practice, and he's got somebody just throwing the ball. So, it's great to see him. On the defensive side, who would you say is the defensive leader for you guys? Just motivational-wise, just get everybody up.
You have a lot of vocal leaders, but not as much of a vocal leader, which ain't a bad thing, but, Damon Marable, love Damon. He is a vocal leader, but I think he does just as much speaking with his play, his pads.
That boy can lay a hit.
Yeah, hits very hard.
And number 31 here shaking up on the play. He's looking like he's walking off on his own 2 legs. Might be a little shaken up there, but he made it to see him up, and
they took a collision to the head.
That was a 43-yard touchdown run on that play. So it will be a 2-point conversion try here. But like we were saying, Damon, that kid has laid some leather out. He has. I love to watch him play. I love to watch him put a hit on some people. Sometimes he pins his ears back a little too much and gets caught in the screen. I wish he'd stay home there and just put a hit on him after they get the ball. But yeah, I think he's learning. That's going to come with it. I can't wait to see the season play out, man. You'll have too many, marquee players to make this happen, and have a good run this year.
Yeah, definitely. I've just been so impressed this past summer with the talent we have at the skill position, and just all around. I love what we're doing with the defense. Obviously we didn't have a great defensive year last year, but I think I love now that we're bringing more pressure, and it's just I love what Coach Keith is doing with it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I kind of wish in some regards we would have some of those key players out there, offenses and defense, just kind of put pressure on. Yeah, you want to see a one-way player. You want to see a kid phenomenal on offense or a different kid phenomenal on defense. But I think some of that in that backfield is going to be huge if you could get just some of those pure athletes in there to help out. But it's not my call. I'm not the coach. I'm just up here to talk about it. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about some of your college visits, man. How'd that go for you?
Man, we visited a few places with Coach Keith. Places like Purdue and big time schools, but you know, the most recent one I've had was Center College in Kentucky. Okay. You know, they've shown a lot of interest, you know, waiting, you know, just, you know, letting God put it in his hands. And, you know, if anything formal comes, you know, I'll let that happen. But, you know, just, you know, giving it to him.
You know, I love, you know, seeing y'all dressed out in your the uniforms when you go on the official visits. I've had the pleasure of taking a few girls on official visits for volleyball.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome to see just kind of how they love on you, son. They make you feel loved, put your name up there like, hey, welcome to campus so-and-so, you know. And I love, you know, seeing those uniforms and pimping the uniforms out. Yeah, pretty awesome stuff, man. And like you said, you know, what God wants you to do, God's going to do. He's going to open doors for you. I know you're a beast, man beast in the weight room. I've seen you on the field moving people around. Boy, Matt Hagen pointing it out at the beautiful sunset.
Great night for football. I mean,
hey, Clinton Hawks football, look at the beauty. Okay, you're trying to make us have lights in here.
yeah.
Man. Hey, I don't want to see you that much. Y'all ugly. Sorry, I sat down the broadcast. Oh, man. Yeah, this, like you said, this place is beautiful. Probably one of the best atmospheres just to have for high school football. I know there's some beautiful ones out there that overlooking the mountains, but this just to be sitting right here in our little peaceful town, man, it's going right back to that tradition we talked about for my whole life. I mean, I'm getting ready to be 41 years old, and pretty much from the time I was about 3 or 4 years old, I was coming to this field to watch a game. Yeah, you know, the times of too legit to Scotty Witt here. Yeah, still see him floating around town every once in a while and running into him at the grocery store, gas station or something, and just great. I mean, phenomenal athletes that came through here. From the Jermaine Shepherds, Tony Colston. I'm not going to give him the big head there, Colston, but I know you can still sling it.
You know, and people like Daniel Stone.
Yeah. Darian Stone, my apologies. Oh, well, you know, he's too quick. You couldn't even read his name. He's so quick. But Dackerson's, you know, it was phenomenal to watch, you know, football in this town. And love seeing that the kids are out here. Little kids are out here, even at a middle school game, watching some of the youth football players out here. This is their next step, so it's pretty cool just to see what Clinton football's about. You know, when I was in middle school, there wasn't a football team. The only athletics there was at Clinton Middle School was basketball and cheer.
Yeah.
So for this to be optional, you know, available, and baseball to be available at the Clinton Middle School level is pretty phenomenal, and we can appreciate what it's taken to get it there. You know, it's our feeder program.
Yeah.
For the longest time, it was just the Optimist Club, and dads were doing as much as they could. It's not getting where it needed to be. It's not formatted like your big schools, like your Maryvilles, your Alcoas, you know, some of those schools. And some of those Knoxville schools, they don't even have middle school programs either. A lot of them just use the youth rec league, and that's where they play. So they play all the way through the middle school, which I don't know if it helps or hurts.
Yeah, and this is a big moment for, you know, kids like this getting the chance to play.
Look at Hagen throwing that great ball dime to Handy for the touchdown. I mean, that, my friends, was a 60-yard pass. I'm not a huge fan of Hagen holding his left wrist right now. It is not his throwing wrist, but what a pass, though.
Yeah, great. You know, just nobody else could have caught that.
No, that was perfect, if you will.
You know, back to what I was saying, you know, this is a big moment for kids, you know, getting to play before they move up to the high school level. Because one thing I remember, you know, back when I played my first year in 8th grade, and I got to play right tackle that year, moved up to high school and played the same position on the varsity level. First game against Anderson County, and man, it was a completely different kind of ball.
A whole different species there, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you know, they get a chance early to learn the game a little bit and, you know, get themselves prepared for high school, and it's just, you know, it's fun to watch them out here, knowing that I was in this position a few years ago.
Bad snap there.
And sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. All right, guys. Well, that will take us to a minute break here. Rhett, thank you for joining us, man. I know you got to jump out of here and get home and rest for tomorrow. Good luck to you, man. Tomorrow, give us a point up here at the broadcast booth. We'll give you some love. I will. Thank you so much for having me. And, see y'all tomorrow night. And go Dragons. That's right, man. Appreciate you.
Once again, that was Rhett Severs doing a great job on doing the interview with Brian Ford as the Dragons scored on a 68-yard pass. On a 68-yard pass from Hamby from Hagen. Hagen now, just to give you an update on his numbers, 10 of 13, 204 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hamby, 2 catches, 103 yards and a touchdown.
Wow.
26-6 is your score as Sweet Caroline plays over here. I'm going to let Brian go ahead and sing.
Sweet Caroline.
And of course, as he sings it, the music goes on.
Hey, that's because they just wanted to hear me sing.
Hey, did. There's a kickoff from Junior. It goes to number 1. One going across there. He's going to 13, gets one to 33. Going around the outside to the 50. Finally gets knocked out of bounds.
Slavin might have got him over there on the
Number
far
80, yes, Slavin did, and Junior also on the tackle. That was a big return, though.
Big return.
On that kickoff.
He kind of had a little wall there. He just got past some guys.
He did. Yeah, we did give that one to 80 and to 23 on that tackle. But once again, with about 3:39 to go, your score 26-6. Your Hawks lead the CAK Warriors. Next week, the Hawks will double check, but I believe they're home again next week. They have 5 home games. We will get that official for you. Just like the high school has 6 home games this year, the middle school has 5 home games. See Jeremiah Lee trying to trudge his way up the stands. Maybe we can get a word out of him here in a minute if he comes up. No.
No, he's going to stop with
Camden Nelson. Here he goes. There's a breakaway. 40, 35, 30. Got some room. 20, 15,
he's got to get past McCaffrey.
10, 5, spin move, touchdown.
And McCaffrey's still going to give it his best.
That is the second touchdown in a row by 33. This one covering 40 yards.
That was a heck of a run.
3:23 to go. Score now 26-12 here in the third quarter of play.
Somebody's going to have to put a hit on that kid.
Oh, I believe he was the one who got the last touchdown run as well while you two were talking.
Sure. Yes.
And that one went 58 yards. So in 2 rushes, he has over 90 yards in the last 2 rushing attempts by him.
So it's 26-12. They're going for the 2-point conversion.
We're not going to repeat what he just said. We may give him see if he can just get a headset. Maybe that'll give him a little bit more luck. Here's a low snap. Pass to the outside. He's going to turn it upfield. No, it's going to be stopped by the defensive line.
2-yard line.
I thought that was going to be good, but no, he was stopped early on that one.
So it's going to be 26-12. 3 minutes, 23 to go in the third quarter. Hey, I'll take that. Let's just get the offense back out here and see what we can do.
Let's see if Hagen can get his third, or see if we can get our third 50-plus yard touchdown of the game so far. Once again, we're going to go through the numbers again for you while we're waiting on this one. McCaffrey right now has 4 rushes for 50 yards and a touchdown on the first play. Hagen has 5 rushes, 26 yards and a touchdown. Ward 1 rush, 33 yards. The team had a rush of -6, which that one was from the bad snap that he had to recover. We're not going to give that to a player just because of what type it was.
Right.
Hagen is also 10 of 13, 204 yards and 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdown passes. McCaffrey 5 catches, 61 yards. Ward 1 catch, 22. Phillips 1 catch, 20 and a touchdown. Hamby 2 for 103 and a touchdown. And finally Gallagher has 1 catch for 7 yards.
And number 33 set to kick off here. I think the kid's going to do everything for him.
Let's see. Little pooch kick. It's in time, and they do get it. They may have recovered it. It will be recovered by the Warriors. It will be recovered by the Warriors. They went through like 4 Hawk hands. There's something happening underneath. Hawk trying to argue it, but no. It will be Warrior ball at the 42-yard line with 3:16 to go.
Wow.
No one expected that one, but he hit it out the back of his boot, and the Hawks were just waiting on it to go. They should have run up and tried to dive on it early because they couldn't have touched the ball until it went 10 yards.
Right.
So you got 1st and 10 now. Ball's at the 42-yard line. Warriors have some momentum coming off a touchdown just now, and they're only down 14. Hawks come into this game with a 1-2 record. I'm not sure what the Warriors' record is. Here's the snap. Handoff to 30. Fake handoff. Throws it over. Caught by number 2. It's all incomplete. It looked like it was caught. It went right through number 2's hands.
Right off his
3:09 to go. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Coach Keith exiting the press box. We'll see him tomorrow as the Dragons get ready to take on the defending 5A state champion West Rebels. Once again, kickoff is set for 7:45 tomorrow due to potential heat index values.
Yeah, it was crazy. Moved it back to 7:45. I saw where AC moved back to 8.
AC moved back to 8. Bearden and Alcoa are at 8. Powell and Fulton are at 8.
Waffle House is going to be busy after the game.
And the camera crews for every station that are doing the highlights are going to have fun trying to get to multiple games and get the highlights back.
Okay.
There's a pass. It looks like it's up and almost picked off.
Man, Hamby almost had him an interception.
If Hamby pulled off that interception, I may change my pick and put him as player of the game. Right now, I may do a dual player of the game. I may do Hamby, and for offense-wise, I may do Hamby and Hagen.
Yeah.
Defense right now, it's still Ferguson. Still Ferguson right now on defense.
Right.
But right
two picks, he's got that one.
Right now, I've got Hamby and Hagen. Hagen's doing phenomenal, but Hamby with 2 catches for over 100 yards and a touchdown, almost have to give him something as well. And McCaffrey combined has 111 yards of total offense combined between catching and receiving, plus his returns, which I'm not sure how far he's returned it today.
Another one was about 10 or 12 yards, so.
And there's going to be a timeout called by CAK. So while they're on a break, we're going to take a break. You're watching and listening to Clinton Hawk football on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Hawk football on Dragon Vision. Once again, that's youtube.com/@DragonVisionCHS. 3rd and 10. The Warriors have the ball at the Hawk 42-yard line after a successful onside kick. Shotgun formation, 5 wide. Here's the snap, pass. Going, he's got a guy. He's all over, way over there. Well, I think it was a miscommunication. Number 1 went inside, and he threw it to his outside shoulder, expecting him to fade towards the sideline.
And that was definitely not the case.
So you got
4th and 10.
4th and 10. Not sure if they'll punt it. They don't have to punt it right now, but they do have a kicker with a good leg.
He got a pretty good one last time.
And
35 yards.
And if McCaffrey decides to actually let it roll instead of doing a sneaky little pickup.
Yep.
Almost looks like one of those plays I saw on YouTube. The guy acted like he caught for a fair catch, catches it, walks up, and then returns it 80 yards for a touchdown. Doesn't get caught. Here's the running back. Whoa. I don't know what that is. That's a trick play. Number 2 goes up. He gets tackled by 13. No penalty marker, so that could be a first down. Number 13 on the tackle for the Hawks.
It is Braxton Bollinger.
Good job, Braxton. Let's see what they call it. It was a 4th and 10. They give him the first down, 11-yard run. Good trick play, though. We got to give the Warriors credit on that one. It was a sideways handoff by the center straight to the running back, and he just went straight up the middle. No one moved to make it seem like it was a false start. And it kind of confused the Hawks defense. So now you got 1st and 10, ball spot at the 31-yard line, 2:25 to go and counting in this third quarter.
And we are going to have a 5th quarter tonight.
We are going to have a 5th quarter. We will actually stream that one too, so people can watch the JV team. We haven't been able to do that recently because we didn't know there was going to be a 5th quarter. Here's the snap. One in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Looks in a slide. He's going to run. 9's going to run, still looking for someone deep. He keeps it up, steps out of bounds. Probably no gain on the play. Nearest Hawk was Junior.
Going to be a loss of about 1 there.
There is a loss of 1. Junior was the closest one, so we'll give him credit. We'll give him the credit for that tackle. I'm not keeping up with their stats as much, just our defense, offense, but we just got to watch out for 33. If he gets in the backfield, they got to watch him. 33 is their big guy, and he looks like he might be in the backfield for this play. He is in the backfield. There's a snap, handoff to 33. Goes up the middle, breaks through 2, but only gains about 3 yards.
Those of you who might be listening to this and high school volleyball going on right now in the area in district play, Oak Ridge and Central are now going into a 5th set. Those are 2 of the better teams in the district. Clinton number 1, Oak Ridge number 2, Powell was number 3. So Oak Ridge going in a 5th set with Central, and we swept Central the other night. So,
and give us a rundown about the upcoming schedule for volleyball that you know of.
This weekend we'll actually have our own tournament here at the Donnie Dome. I think we've got about 7 teams coming in for that tournament. So varsity will be at Clinton High School, and the JV will be at Clinton Middle School. So we'll have kind of a split squad there tournament to help raise money for the program. The next week is a huge week. It is AC, Oak Ridge, and there's one other one. I mean, it's three back-to-back games that are absolutely huge. I can't remember right off the bat.
So you got these 2 rivalry games next week. That's going to bring a lot of spirit. I know also earlier this week you had the breast cancer awareness night.
Yes.
I saw you posted several, hundreds of people showed up, showed their support.
It was huge.
Probably one of the biggest crowds, I would say. I didn't get to go, but you know these crowds.
Hey, it's nuts. I'll tell you this, my daughter's a senior this year. Her freshman year, we may have had 30 people in the stands. We're 200, 300 plus in the stands this year. It's huge to see the turnout for this community and other teams. Volleyball's growing as a sport, so I love to see the turnout and fans coming out and the kids getting involved with the game, talking trash. That only helps the girls. So.
Oh, he's got it. Austin's got it. Nice job, Austin Phillips.
Austin Phillips on the open field tackle out here, stopping him.
That's going to make it a 4th and extra long for this one. Great tackle for loss there by Austin Phillips.
Number 33's gotten loose too many times, Austin said, not today, big fella.
We're hoping to call many of those tomorrow night as we go up against defending champion West Rebels, who won on Saturday against Bearden 14-10, 17.9 seconds to go. The running back, Sticks, one of their wide receivers, goes out around the out and catches a circus-style catch for the touchdown. Bearden scored on the first 2 possessions. West scored on the last 2 possessions of the game to get the win.
Yeah, it's a close game. The scrimmage we had earlier in the year against Bearden, I guess spring ball, we hung with him well. I know he brought in some more players from that time. I think he's recruited maybe 38 players. I'm not sure exactly on the
No way, he didn't recruit because you can't recruit until
legally he's not recruited. But Josh Jones over there doing his thing.
He has they've got a lot of new players on the team. We'll say it that way. They have a lot of good new players on the team.
But yeah, there was a good kind of even matchup there. I really think we're going to match up well with West. I know some of the other people are not so much positive about that in the media.
I will agree. I'm not
going to be a homer here, but I'm going to tell you, I think it's going to be a heck of a ball game. one touchdown, maybe 3 point difference here.
Can I make this call? What I think they may say? False start. Everybody but the center.
Everybody but the center.
So it's going to be a 1st and 15. What happened on 4th down? They threw the ball to the wide out and went over number 2's head. He could have caught it, but it went over his head for a turnover on downs. So with 12.7 seconds left, 26-12 is your score. The Hawks have the ball 1st and 10 now at their own 32-yard line. They do have 2 touchdowns already of 50-plus yards today. Can they make it 3? You got McCaffrey on the field. You got Hagen on the field.
Got Hamby near side here.
Hamby and McCaffrey already has the
Turbyville on the far side.
Turbyville making some big plays on defense. Can he get his first catch on offense this one? Wide stab. He's going looking for Hamby.
Going for Hamby again.
Hamby's going wide. Oh, just over the outstretched hands.
4 yards overthrown.
About 6 seconds left in this game. It's going in this quarter. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hamby's cramping or hurt his knee here. I'm not sure exactly what he did.
He's doing a little dance on the sideline, and the athletic director has told him to sit down. It's a cramp. It is a cramp. Good job by Hamby getting off the field and getting close to someone who can help him.
Get that boy some pickle juice. Let's get him back out there.
Pickle juice. He needs it. They got Coach Woodard and Coach Glandon. Dawson Woodard and Darren Glandon go over to check on him, make sure he's okay. So you got 2nd and 15 for the Hawks. About 6 seconds left. This will be more than likely the last play of this 3rd quarter. Of course, our clock says 0 because I forgot to stop it. The handoff to McCaffrey. Dances his way up through the middle. Gains of maybe 2 yards. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter.
McCaffrey on the carry.
I don't know if they're going to give him even 2 yards. No, they call a false start. I see the flag now. It's on the near sideline. Illegal formation. That's going to end the 3rd quarter, though. So with the 3rd quarter ending, we're going to take a quick break. Your score 26-12. You are listening to Clinton Hawk Football on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Hawk Football on Dragon Vision. Once again, if you want to tune in to listen to our broadcast, the YouTube channel is youtube.com/@DragonVisionCHS. We will be live for almost every middle school game. We will have a broadcast of some sort at every high school game, regardless of whether it is delayed due to other broadcasts or if it's going to be live like it will be the next 3 weeks. After tonight's game, we will have the Dragons will have 3 road games in a row next week at Scott. We are going to try to go live. It looks like we'll be able to, but we will try. The week after, we will be at Campbell County, where we know we can go live. We've done it before. And then we will be at Powell on Thursday against the Powell Panthers. There was a penalty on the play. They're trying to figure out what down it is. They've now marked it as 2nd down. We're waiting on the White Hat to give us the official word to make sure it's 2nd down. Right now, it's marked as a 2nd down and 20 with the ball with the marker spotted around the 26-27 yard line. I think they told them to change it now to a 3rd down. They have told them to change it to a 3rd down. Maybe they declined it and took the sack instead. I don't know. But you got a third down and 20 listed. Still a discussion going on.
I don't know
between the White Hats. No, I'm not sure either. We will say, Brian, you will laugh. We will say this was a little bit cleaner than the Dragons that played on Friday night. Combined penalty yards between the Dragons and the Blue Raiders were 38 penalties for 308 yards. 150 for the Dragons, 158 for the Blue Raiders.
You just get tired of bending over and picking up your yellow hanky there.
I just get tired of throwing the yellow hanky.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
Once again, we will be playing West Rebels tomorrow. Kickoff at 7:45. I don't believe there may be a Dragon Walk. I would not presume there to be a Dragon Walk. Here goes the first snap. It's a McCaffrey running in the back. Face mask possibly right there, but no flag thrown. Taken out of bounds around the 21. Going to be a loss of...
It's going to be a loss of about 6 yards.
We'll give him a loss of 6.
So I'm going to say... I don't know that he's... What's the flag guy here?
They are
loss of like 6.
They are confused just as much as we're confused about a lot of stuff that that's going on right now.
We called it right. I don't know what the far line judge was doing, but...
So we've got 4th and Anderson County. Junior going back to punt.
I'm hoping to see him at least get one back here to the 40.
He's had a couple of decent punts tonight. Oh, I thought that was going to fall start. High punt, end over end. Fair caught. Good fair catch, though. And with Charlie Turbyville on him. Ball spot, looks like it's going to be about the 4. They're going to spot it about the 42. Yes, it will be at the 42-yard line. You said you wanted it past the 40. He did what you called. But 6
got ran into there at the end, but they didn't call that one.
Oh, I think it's a late night. They're ready for tomorrow. They're like, we want to get ready for tomorrow night. We got a few games that we got to cover tomorrow night. 6:59 to go. 26-12 is the score. It is still not over yet. CAK with the ball, 1st and 10 at the Hawk 42-yard line. If you were listening earlier, we had Rhett Severs on with us, talking about his family, talking about the history of his family in the Dragon program. Here's a snap, pass across the middle.
Oh, man.
Could have been picked off. Was that Austin Phillips or was that McCaffrey? That was a bunch of them.
That's Gillum there.
That was Gillum that was up there. So 2nd and 10, 6:53 to go.
I think Easton Gillum had no clue that there was nobody else around him. That ball was basically thrown to him.
So you got 2nd and 10, 6:53 to go. 26-12 is your score. Hawks looking for win number 2 to even their record this season. This will be the halfway point of the season for the Clinton Hawks. Got one in the backfield with the quarterback. Snap, shovel pass to 33, breaks one to the 40, goes right outside of 35, 30. Finally shoved out of bounds. Final person to shove him out.
That was at the 24
to the 13. 13 was the final one to knock him out at the 24-yard line. Big
Braxton Bollinger.
2nd tackle of the night for Bollinger. So you have 1st and 10 now. 6:30 to go and counting. Warriors with some momentum. They've had a couple really good plays recently. I was down here earlier with Greg Crawford and the rest of the crew that helps maintain this. They do a phenomenal job with this field.
Immaculate.
One of the best looking fields in high school ball around Tennessee. Keeping it, make sure everything's clean. Bad snap. Smart move by the quarterback just to roll on it. We'll give Junior credit for that tackle for loss. He was the closest one to the ball on that one. So yeah, 2nd and long for the Warriors. 5:47 to go and counting in this ball game. Once again, as Brian pointed out, there will be a 5th quarter for the JV team. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to make sure our stuff is still going on. One of our cameras is still recording. No, for some reason, no, it's recording. It just doesn't want to read that it's recording on my end. We'll see. Good catch by number 1.
Went up and got that one.
Ball spotted at the 10, so that was a 21-yard catch. So you got first and goal at the 10. Hagen Ferguson on the tackle.
First and 10 Warriors.
First and 10, 5 minutes and counting in this game.
Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. I like it.
And that was Junior Ward and 33 on the tackle.
David McMahon.
David McMahon. That's about his 3rd tackle also tonight. So you got 2nd and 12. That was a tackle for loss for both of them. Yeah, 2nd and 12. Less than 5 minutes to go in this game. Hawks need to stiffen up this defense, get a turnover, and just run some clock to try to end this game and even their record at 2-2. So you got 5 wide, quarterback deep in shotgun formation. Man in motion. Quarterback takes the snap. There's going to be a flag. Two vehicle in motion at once. Pass complete to number 10. He's going to go up the middle. He'll end up in the end zone, but there is a flag on the play. It should be illegal motion.
There's a flag on the play.
Should be the false start. That's what we all saw. So it's going to be now a 2nd and 17 with 3:45 to go.
It's the same call when he put his hand up. It's a dead ball, so it's a false start. But just a live ball with the formation.
So we got 3:45 to go. 26-12 your score. 2nd and 17. Ball spot at the 17. So 2nd and 16. Ball spot at the 17-yard line. They need to get to the 1 for a first down.
Well, they've shown that the screenplay works.
There's a pass across the middle. Just over the outstretched hands of number 1. So with 3:40 to go, 3rd down and 16. Ball spotted at the 17. Hawks need to stop right here to get some momentum back. CAK's had the momentum in the second half, making this a game. A lot of Dragons here, a lot of Dragon alumni here watching this game, trying to root on their Clinton Hawks.
Oh, for sure.
See Isaiah Washington, Caden Hodgins, Jeremiah Lee. We had Rhett Severs up here. Braylon Hayden's here cheering on his little brother. There's going to be a timeout called, and we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Clinton Hawk Football on Dragon Vision.
Back here on Dragon Vision with Clinton Hawks. 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Snap is low. Oh, man. Low hit there on the quarterback by Junior Ward. Incomplete pass. So that will bring up 4th down and 17.
Pressure by Junior Ward.
This part in the field, you're gonna have to go for it here. If it were me, I would probably throw a screenplay here. Get it underneath to number 2 or screen 33 out of the backfield and let them run.
Ball has to get to the 1.
3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. I'm going to call that a hold as they took the lineman down.
They'll decline the penalty.
Decline the penalty, and we'll take over on downs.
Flag on play.
Declined, as we said, and first down, Hawks from the 17-yard line.
He gets out.
3:23 to go in the game. Hawks taking over on 17-yard line. It is handoff to McCaffrey. He's going to make a few guys miss, and he's still on his feet here. And lunges forward for, about an 8-yard gain there. So it will be second down and 2. Second down and 3, they're calling it. Austin Phillips coming back onto the field. Gallagher coming off.
Yes.
An exciting game here. There's lots more action than we've had in the weeks past here. Looks like we have Handy here on the near side. Inside handoff to McCaffrey. He cuts it back to the near side here. Looks like he might have gained it, got the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
3 yards.
Gain of 3 on the play.
And a couple of reminders. Spectators, including parents and family members of football players for both teams, are not allowed to enter the playing field at any point. Please wait for your players to exit the field gate to ensure a smooth, quick exit.
1 minute and 54 seconds to go here in this game.
Facility clean and ready for the Dragons tomorrow night by picking up all trash near your seating area and placing it in the receptacles on your way out. Thank you.
Your inside handoff to McCaffrey. And he gains about 5 yards there.
Yep, 5 yards.
That is how you work the clock.
Timeout.
Timeout, CAK.
Timeout, CAK.
Yeah,
Their second timeout.
So we have 1 minute 21 seconds to go in the game. The Hawks are leading 26-12. And barring something outrageously crazy, I think that will pretty much be the end of the game here. We should just have probably about 2 more plays left before.
Yeah, if we get a first down, we will have just about 2 plays left because they can run 40 seconds off each play. CAK does have 1 more timeout left, so we do need 1 first down. I see Coach Keith walking out now, getting ready to leave. So right now, we'll just run down some offensive stats for you, just the rushing ones for now. McCaffrey's got 8 rushes for 58 yards, including a 52-yard touchdown to open the game. Hagen has 5 rushes for 26 yards and a touchdown. Ward has 1 rush for 33 yards. We will try to give you the totals when this game's over as the JV team gets ready to play. We'll try to give you the total rushing yards, so we have the total offensive yards. They're still waiting on some. Oh, no, they're sending number 6 off.
I think he must have had blood on him.
Probably. And number 2 is coming in. to fill in for him.
All right, well, here we go. 1 minute 21 seconds to go here in the game. It is 2nd and 4. Another inside handoff here, I would venture to say.
There's a handoff to McCaffrey. Bounces out the outside. Breaks one tackle. Finally gets, it's still fighting his way forward.
3 there.
Could have been a stop for none. Ends up gaining 3, but there's going to be a timeout called by CAK. Their third and final timeout of the game with 1:09 to go. That gives McCaffrey 61 yards now, rushing tonight.
Timeout CAK, their final timeout of the game.
So if the Hawks get one more first down, they will just have to kneel the ball one time to win this ball game. So now passing yardage, since we are almost positive there won't be any more pass attempts tonight. Hagen went 10 of 13, 204 yards, 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey had 5 catches for 61 yards. Ward had 1 catch for 22 yards. Phillips had 1 catch for 20 yards and a touchdown. Hamby had 2 catches for 103 yards and a touchdown. And Gallagher had 1 catch for 7 yards. Big offensive output for the Hawks tonight.
Spread good around.
Right now they have 114 rushing yards prior to this next play. 114 rushing yards, 204 receiving yards, so 318 yards of offense unofficially right now for your Clayton Hawks.
Like we said, night and day from last week.
Minute 9 seconds to go. A first down will win the game, or else they will have to punt and get the ball back to CAK one more time. Junior and McCaffrey in the backfield. The handoff to McCaffrey. Who's here? Breaks one.
74.
25, 40, and he goes out of bounds to stop the clock, though. But they did get the first down. That was a gain of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the play for McCaffrey, putting him at 67 yards now on 7 rushes. 1 minute to go and counting in this game. 2 plays left in the varsity game. What we will do is we will show the JV game. We won't have any commentary, but we will show it for you all to watch. And just make sure everything is working. And you all get to watch your JV team, who may get to play more in the upcoming games if the Hawks keep playing like this, but their defense needs to step up to be able to give them enough of an advantage to play this. So, minute to go.
He will
Nails it. So one more play, and this game will be over. They will have to kneel the ball with about 25 seconds left. As long as they do it under 40 seconds, this game will end. Your Hawks will go on to improve to 2-2 with a 26-12 record. Here's the final. Here looks to be the final kneel down of the game, and that is the final kneel down of the game. Your Hawks will go on to win 26-12.
26-12. Hey, thanks for joining in with us tonight. Our players of the game, where are you going to put offense?
I'll let you pick offense. We know our defense has to be Peyton Ferguson with 2 interceptions and 4 or 5 tackles.
I think you're going to have to go with a duel here like we talked about.
Brendan
Hayden. I mean, when you throw for over 100 yards.
200 yards.
Over 200 yards. You got to put that in there. And then who are we saying? Who's the other one? Hamby?
2 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
I mean, that's breaking loose, man. And then thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Tune in tomorrow night. We'll try to go live about 7:15.
7:15 is the goal.
Is the goal here.
And we will thank you for watching Clinton Dragon football, or Clinton Hawk football in division. We'll leave the JV quarter will be on, but we will not be having any commentary, so tune back in tomorrow night, youtube.com/@DragonVisionCHS.